left foot, you bury the brake pedal with it, take your right foot, you floor it, and then you let go, and you hold on. Jesus! It's just an animal! Oh my God! You know, my favorite car, if you really put a gun to my head, is the Lamborghini Countach. When I first saw that thing when I was 10 years old until now, it still blows me away. No big V12 Lamborghini has ever delivered on performance. Not the Miura, not the Countach, not the Diablo, not the Murcielago. Maybe the SV was getting there, but it was still, it was okay. Not the Aventador, but the Super Veloce LP 754. This makes all my Countach dreams come true. And I asked Maurizio Reggioni on the launch, I said, what's the biggest difference, the most important factor differentiating the regular Aventador from the Super Veloce? And he told me the shocks. He told me that makes the biggest difference, and I got to agree with him, man. This does not drive like an Aventador. This drives like a giant WRX, and I say that as a two-time WRX owner. It's incredible. You don't need stability control. It's so naturally, mechanically stable. It's awesome.
All right, here's how you do a launch control run in a Ferrari LaFerrari. Stability control off, or ESC off, manual mode, left foot planted on the brake, right foot ready for the gas. I'm gonna hit the launch button, go full throttle, and then release the brake. So, first run out of the box is a 996 at 148 miles an hour. Good Lord.
And you notice that right away in the way this car rides. Most McLarens ride like Rolls Royces. This thing is stiff, and not like pea blood for a week stiff, but sports car stiff. It rides like a sports car. It steers like a sports car too, which is something that can't be said about most of this car's competition. I feel everything happening at the front wheel. Like, I feel that understeer before it even happens. And that's something that can make this car fun at like 30 miles an hour. Not that you should ever drive a McLaren at 30 miles an hour. And then I was also worried, the steering is so super communicative on the road that I thought maybe it's gonna be too much on the track or maybe it'll fall apart. Nope.
No, the steering's wonderful, and I think part of the reason is that carbon fiber tub is so rigid. It makes a great platform for good handling. I love the steering.
I love the steering. It's my favorite part of the car. I'm going back out. Bye. See you, old man. This McLaren looks like a supercar, but it's actually a sports car. The company wanted to make a car that concentrates more on the driving experience. I mean, 90 miles an hour in a straight line on track. Look at that steering wheel dance around. It's actually automotive sign language for I love you. And I love you. I love sports cars. Sports cars are there for the experience. This car is so much fun below the limit, on the road, sitting in traffic. It's just an epic amount of smiles, and that's what ultimately is the most important thing when you're spending $180,000 on a car. Smile. Smile. Here, let's smile. Woo! We're loose! Forget about the lap times. Forget about the 0 to 60. This is what it's all about.
Cool, huh? Just like a lowrider. The ride height's been dropped 2 inches. The rear wing's now permanently deployed and the suspension's been stiffened. We're almost ready to go. Okay, so here's what you're all going to want to know. Can you really have a supercar with a 6-cylinder engine? Well, yes, you can. This car has more power than a Ferrari, more torque than a 675 McLaren, and both those cars have a V8. So let's forget about counting the cylinders, shall we? What's more impressive than the engine, though, is the chassis. It's so agile, so responsive. The way this car changes direction is utterly stupendous, better than almost any other supercar in the business. That's because it's so low and so light. The steering is almost telepathic. You can sense what's going on with every single tire all the time, and the chassis balance is delightful. More importantly, it's a chassis you can trust. This might be a mid-engine supercar, but it's about as playful as a Mazda Miata.
Oh man, in some ways I don't want to leave this place. But this car, it deserves to go somewhere bigger, faster. It just needs space. Right, I'm out of here.
Don't worry, we'll get to the racetrack to find out if the 720S really has overtaken the hypercar breed. But first, we want to experience this thing on the road. Black and white numbers aren't everything. Let's hope McLaren has remembered that.
God. So this is where those numbers, those crazy numbers, aren't just a bit of an irrelevance. They might actually be a hindrance. Now, yeah, we're stupid human beings and we're hardwired to want to go faster. But how fast can you go on the public road? Is this car just a lesson in frustration? In a word, no. I mean, it is so special, this car. It really is nuts. The engine is 200cc bigger, but it feels like it could be a litre bigger, 1.5 litres bigger. The throttle response and the power band, the breadth of the power band are just so much better than even 675 LT. It's sort of industrial and it's definitely not beautiful. And that seemed at odds with the Huayra's sort of jewel-like detailing and its slightly softer, almost GT-like supercar approach. But in the BC, somehow, it's more fitting. And this car's found its voice. Angry. It's really angry.
So let me be the one to tell you that 753 horsepower in a car weighing way less than 3,000 pounds is enough. It's plenty, in fact. This thing is physically, violently fast. It might not have the ridiculous power of a Chiron or even a P1, but we're so far into the law of diminishing returns in this horsepower arms race, it just doesn't matter anymore. This car has all the performance you need, and then a whole heap more.
And what I about Pagani not chasing the numbers. They've just stuck to their principles, and their principles are all about lightweight and drivability, all those things that actually matter when you're on the road. And in this car, it just works. And the reason it works is because when you've got less mass to accelerate, stop and turn, you get agility and you get balance and you get this feeling that the car's gliding over the surface, but still really digging in. And that's the BC. Sure, it is stiffer than the normal Huayra. And it's more aggressive, but it's not, it doesn't feel like a track monster. You don't care about the ride quality because the control is such that you can just exploit the car. And I keep having to remind myself that this thing costs several $1 million. It just wants to be driven properly.